boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
I know that ain't supposed to be the Dubai run. I know that's not supposed to be the Dubai run. I had a music teacher. I had a chorus teacher in high school that would routinely say, just because you can make that sound doesn't mean that you should. And
you got one more time? And I'm a singular more time to come for these vocals.
When I be in my apartment, I be getting drunk and doing the Beyoncé riff. And I'm so glad that my neighbor next to me knows who I am. Because he just be like, ooh, baby, I be hearing you in there singing when you be drinking, honey. I like it, but ooh, you be in there hollering. And I was like, it's so, it's so crazy. I went outside because I heard niggas on my porch yesterday. And the dog looked like he was about to turn up. And I just was not in the mood to hear that barking shit. So I was like, let me go outside, see what's going on. My neighbor and his boyfriend out there having a whiskey. They was like, you want some? I said, yeah. And so they sitting there talking. And my neighbor started blushing. And I was like, what's up, Rudy? What's going on? He was like, I don't know. Sometimes I be wondering if you could hear us while you in there. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't bothering you. And I was like, you're not. And if I'm usually asleep by like 8:30 or 9, so...
Y'all, Tally texted me last night.
Oh my God, I set it up.
Tally texted me last night. We were having a regular conversation. He's like, yeah, I'm about to go to bed. Y'all, it was 8:32 at night. Like, I said, hey girl, it's 8:32. And she's like, yeah, I'm waking up at 4:30. And I'm like, okay.
Any hoops.
Did you wake up at 4:30?
I did.
So what did you do in the 6 hours before I saw you this morning?
I did my meditation. I straightened some things up. I took one of my quiet candlelit showers that I like. Hung out with the dog. Had a coffee. Had a nice little piece of cheese toast. I planned my meal prep. I didn't do it, but I planned my meal prep. Yeah. I put some clothes in the dryer.
I woke up at approximately like around 8:17 and tried my best to get out of the bed by 8:50 to wash my ass.
I would have so much anxiety trying to, because I was meeting you at 10:15. I can't do it. But so he's like, I hope that you can't hear us. And I was like, I can't. And even if y'all are in there hunching, I'm probably asleep by the time y'all doing it. He was like, you don't be loud. When you be hunching, I ain't never heard you. And I was like,
because I don't be hunching.
I was like, I don't be hunching. I was so shamed. I was like, it just be me and their friend. Like, I'm not hunching. He's like, oh, that's sad. I was like,
oh, that's sad. It's in the New Orleans accent.
I was like, yeah, it's like a
sad.
little, but it's not sad because I'm so proud of myself that like usually post breakup, pussy, I'm outside. Like I'm not in like a bunch of different people kind of way, but like usually I break up with a person right after that. I'm like, let me find somebody to fuck on. But now I'm responsible and I keep my little coochie to myself.
And I was just talking to my friend Alexis in LA about like, because when we became friends, we were both 23. And when I tell you we shenaned again and again and again, like we became really, really cool right after my first big grown-up breakup in 2017. And I was outside. Literally, I broke up with that boy on Tuesday. By Saturday, new nigga.
What Glow say? We just broke up this morning. No, I'm outside by tonight.
Listen, so with my breakup with that boy and having a frontal lobe that's developed.
That was a fun time.
I just wouldn't get off the floor,
I have the picture on my phone. Yes,
it was just such a devastating time. But I remember I hit up a nigga and he curved me.
I didn't like that.
And I was like, and that's when I knew I didn't have the juice like that anymore. And then I hit up another nigga and he also curved me. And that's mostly because our mutual homeboy lied and said that he tried to call me. And he told like, oh yeah, he told me he tried to call you. I was like, did he? So I was like, hey, such and such told me that you tried to call me. He's like, I don't know why bro would say that because I didn't try to call you. I said, I'm going to run into traffic Like, I would rather but you know, the thing is, men are so derogatory, and I'm so glad in that period I did not throw this cat to anybody, because with me getting back with that boy, which was always the plan, period. Always the plan. I was like, once I get you sit right, you wait right there, I'm gonna go get this revenge, and I'll be right back home. I'm so glad it didn't happen the way that I wanted it to, because men are so derogatory. Like, even the way, like, it was a guy. I don't know if you saw my story when I was like, hey, y'all, what's a funny joke that y'all have heard me say so I can tell it in this, like, show I'm doing. And this dude, okay, let me just set the tone what happened with this man. I met him during All-Star Weekend, and he works for a corporation that I've worked with previously, and that was activating in Phoenix for the All-Star Weekend. So because you work at this place that I like to work with, I'm being nice to you. I can tell you're trying to holler at me.
Yeah.
I'm not interested at all, but I'm going to keep it cute for the sake of professional, you know, whatever the fuck. And I'm at work. You at work? I'm at work.
These are work pleasantries.
I'm being nice. And I'm also naturally charming and amazing because I'm me. Right? So, like, you're loving me because obviously, why wouldn't you be? But, like, I'm not flirting with you. I'm being nice. So when I asked that question about a joke, he was like, yeah, I think it's funny how you was flirting with me in Phoenix and then popped up engaged. And that's why I made that story. Like, was I flirting with you, or was I being nice to you so you would leave me alone? Stop fucking playing with me.
Have some couth.
Have some, like a drop of couth.
Sometimes people pop up engaged. The game is the fucking game. Sometimes a nigga you was talking to on Tuesday is getting married on Saturday and you had no idea, and it just is what it is. Because let me tell you something. I pop up engaged and a nigga come out talking about something, you was just flirting with me, you're getting shot. Don't play with me and my nigga like that. No, I wasn't. Never said that. I would never do no shit like that.
You are goddamn lying.
Are getting assaulted. Do not play with my home like that, nigga. Do not play with.
Never seen this nigga in my fucking life.
What? I said,
I don't care what screenshot you have. You're
I
a
don't
fucking
give a
lie.
fuck what you said. That's AI.
Not me.
I mean, I would have never said no shit like that.
Babe, do you think I would say something? Exactly. See?
I remember one time I was out with a boyfriend, and I had been out the night before with my friends. This was years ago. And I was out with a boyfriend, and this guy looked at me like I was talking to you last night. I didn't exchange numbers, but you've seen me flirt. I'm very flirtatious. I was in that nigga face. He started walking over to where me and my nigga was. I was like, oh, I feel sick. We gotta go. I was like, I was like, oh my God.
I don't know what was in the fries.
Like, it's something I ate. We gotta leave. He was like, oh my God, are you okay? I was like, yep. Yep, gotta go. We gotta go right now. No, not finna ruin my home.
I honestly don't like situations like that. And that's another reason I also don't want to bring my king to homecoming, because niggas have no couth. So, like, if this man who I didn't do anything with is this audacious, the niggas who I fucked 10 years ago are insane.
The niggas that I make my boyfriend, though, I'm not ever gonna have them anywhere where,
but they don't know what's going on.
Where you don't know what's going on. Like,
oh, he's always gonna be
like
debriefed.
If we're in a place with a nigga I hunch, will I tell you which one it was? No. But in case. But
also with me and you knowing the types that we have that we stick to, it's not gonna be hard to find the yellow salamander in this place.
Yeah.
That I've also dated.
Yeah. I was out with a partner of mine, and a long light-skinned nigga was acting funny towards him, and he was like, is there something I should know? Because this nigga's being weird to me, and I haven't done anything. I was like, would you like to leave?
That is the only option I have for you.
We can just go home.
We can just go.
We can just go, because I don't want to discuss it. What would you like for dinner? Because I'm not.
I was in one environment that my previous person that I've hunched. Well, this is somebody else. This is Max. We were at a party together with that boy, but luckily that boy wasn't having a good day anyway. I think he had like a headache or something, so he wasn't really like present anyway. So he didn't have time to really audit the situation to figure out which one of these people did male fuck. So luckily I got out of that scarf. He still don't know what that boy looked like. Do I know who all his people look like? A couple.
Well, because you know the bitches gonna make themselves known.
Bitches
you know love to let you know that they fucked your nigga. Like, God damn.
It's so crazy the way I've clocked it, because it was a girl in one of these Detroit parties, and she was being so nice to me. Like when we first went for the first time, and she was being so nice, I was like, "You fucked her." I knew it. Because why are you being so nice to me? You can just say hi. I don't have to hear how pretty I am and how nice I look and how much you look. You fucked her. I knew it.
Bitches be so weird with me. And the thing about it is, it's like, I know I date slutty niggas. I'm aware that is my type. you can't. I know who this hoe is.
Yeah.
You ain't got to come over. I assume we done went somewhere. It's 10 bitches in here. He done fucked 5, 6.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? What do you want?
And
what do you
that's
want me
the
to do?
nature of men. But I told this story when we was on Cocktails, but I was like, I was at this thing and this girl was just being so nice to me, and she was like gushing about how she loved my content, love this and love that. And we were in the car and she's like at the window, like holding us up. And I'm just like, what's going on now? And his friends in the back sniggling and giggling. And I'm like, you two? You two are fucking done. And I'll tell you which 2 friends you're going to be like, absolutely.
I know.
You remember the story.
Yeah.
You know which 2 friends it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why they acting funny? What's so funny? And as we pull off, I was like, who was that? He was like, oh, yeah, that was my ex from X amount of years ago. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm. But see, at least they're nice to you. They're not nice to me. For some reason, when bitches have fucked with my nigga, they be like trying to do hoe checks. Like, I don't know, it's because they don't know me for real, but they be trying to temp check me like I'm pussy. And I'm just kind of like,
why do I have to ruin everybody's evening?
why do I have to lose my fucking mind out here?
Right.
Because I be telling my niggas, like, when bitches be being mean to me, I be like, you go get that hoe in order, or the police are gonna have to show up here because I'm gonna tweak out in this bitch. Because I don't do nothing to nobody. If you fuck my nigga, I hope it was good. Matter of fact, I know it was good. Good for
That's
you.
why I'm also over here.
Because that's why I'm here. So,
like,
okay.
leave me alone.
Leave me alone about
that
it.
had nothing to do with me.
But anyway, jokes of the week.
Joke of the week.
I think you went first last time.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
my joke of the week is that this young lady on Twitter, and I like to do the funnies on Twitter. I wish people would understand that unless I'm talking about politics or
Literally
patriarchy
same.
or
I'm
shit
playing.
like that, I'm joking. So this young lady on Twitter was like, this nigga done gave me $200 and told me to go shopping. I'm not sure. I guess I'm getting something from Shein because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. So I tweeted, which I thought it was hilarious.
It's so funny.
I tweeted, y'all don't know ball, because what you do when a nigga give you $200 is you go buy something for $300 on Afterpay and then use the rest of that money to take yourself out for dinner and cocktails. And then when them second, third, and fourth payments roll around, then you tell the nigga you need your hair done. You take that money and pocket it and you do your hair yourself. Then I put the clip of Mike Epps from the critically acclaimed movie Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins, where he was like, first you're going to buy yourself a quarter, and then you're going to flip that money. Now you ready for an ounce. And he was telling the nigga how to flip the pack. Them niggas and some bitches got in that tweet calling me all types of broke, begging bitches. Everybody relax. Everybody fucking relax.
Like, I saw you replying to somebody being mean to you. So, because, I had been disconnected. So I'm like, what are they talking about? And I was in TSA laughing
It's
out
so
loud. I'm
funny.
like, this is so funny. I love a good use of a, like, reaction video. It's funny.
It was funny, and everybody's being so uptight, but people just don't know how to joke anymore. Because and then also everybody just try to pretend to be so big money on the internet.
Y'all are poor, statistically.
Even if you fuck niggas with money, every nigga you date is not gonna have, I can give you $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. That's just not realistic. We know that from the data of the economy that niggas is just not gonna be able to do that for you.
The way y'all complain about eggs, y'all don't have no money.
The way I flipped $200 from a nigga, and not even just like be happy or be grateful, because that's not what I'm saying, but like some of the girls, this is their first experience with being given anything
Literally.
by a young man. Excuse me for teaching the young bitches how to make their dollars stretch.
But also
Everybody's
everybody.
so nasty. Oh, you could have just asked for a stack if you were gonna do that. That's how I know you hoes don't have niggas for real. Because first of all, number one rule about accepting things from men is that men give you what they want to give you. And that is a part of the appeal for them,
Sure.
is that you did not ask for it and they're just giving it to you because...
And it may be a test.
And it may be a test, or it may just be because you hot, may just be because you had some stellar coochie that day. But what you mean, oh, you could have just asked for a stack. The girl said he gave me $200. Right.
And the other
Shut
thing
the fuck
is,
up.
everybody's a city girl. Everybody's Anna Wintour and got all the fashion. Because the way y'all act about that Lululemon girl
At that restaurant?
at the restaurant,
Oh my God.
y'all showed y'all ass so bad about that. And I would go on y'all pages. And then granted, am I a fashion girl? No. My shit is from Ross, Primark,
My mama gave me this
Fashion
shirt.
Nova, wherever the fuck I think some shit is cute. And if I like it, I'm getting it.
Everything I came from my mama closet. Everything.
So whatever. I'm not the fashionist hoe around, but I'm also not bullying people about fashion. People are so obsessed with labels as well. And then just to go look on a girl page, this is the most fabulous, flyest bitch I've ever seen in my fucking life.
And look, if you got, restaurants are meant to be enjoyed. And that's how I know y'all ain't never had nothing. When you're used to eating at nice places,
She ain't gotta have a
you
problem
can
with something.
go in your Lululemon because this is a regular occurrence for you. Was it strange that was her Valentine's Day fit? Outside looking in, maybe a little.
No, but it wasn't. So if he said like she didn't know we were going here, we
okay.
went on the
I didn't know
whim.
that part.
Yeah, he was like, she didn't even know we was gonna be here today. And I said, let's just go real quick. And she was like, well, let me change. He was like, it's fine. Like, let's just go.
Because it's just food.
We just going to get some food. And also the restaurant isn't like, you ain't gotta be, it's no dress code in the restaurant. It's like a Caribbean fusion restaurant, something like that. It's highly sought after, but because it's popular, not because it's like,
not because it's a 3, 4, 5 Michelin
yeah.
star restaurant.
So like
Okay.
he was like, you know, y'all doing the most. Like that wasn't even. It was some on the whim type shit. Like, oh, let's go get something to eat real quick. She thinking, I don't know if she thought it was going to Chili's or some shit.
Right.
But she already had the shit on. But like if you go to her shit, she got fucking designer
I
off
saw.
the runway
Really, I
type
saw.
shit on. That bitch is fly. So yeah,
People
that
are
was
just
really
so,
really weird.
so hateful. Like that.
I hate Twitter. Like
It's
obviously
it's not fun anymore.
It's not fun anymore. I really am trying to get by the end of the year. I'm trying to be off Twitter completely. That was been my goal. Blue Sky was cute, but it got boring too because like if I'm gonna be on here, I'd rather be with the people and when no people on there.
They got fucky over there. I had to leave.
Well, see, my one fucky. Like I saw a clip. You know what? I gotta stop telling y'all about porn on here because y'all are never gonna let me get past these allegations, and I'm never gonna know peace. So never mind. I'm not gonna tell you about it.
Tell me when we clock out.
I will keep it to myself.
What the fuck is that?
Joke of the week.
No, why would you
I'm gonna stop sharing porn with you because every time I bring up porn, you talk about how you don't like porn. I'm not porny like that. I don't have a porn addiction like Melanie.
I don't. I never said you had a porn addiction.
I don't.
I never
I
said that.
dibble and dabble. Like, you know, people who do coke on like special occasions. That is my porn addiction.
Well, the thing for me,
I hang with the cokehead.
I'm trying to like, because I'm not having sex, I need to see sexual images before a nigga try to get on top of me, and I just start, I don't know, spazzing. I can't say spaz. Wow, bad word. But malfunctioning. Like, I need to remember what sex and sex sounds look and all that shit. So, like, I'm trying to stay in the game. So you have to send me the stuff. Are you sending it?
Yes.
Thank you. Anyway, joke of the week, Mel.
And I appreciate this because I saw myself in this clip, you know?
Well, I don't have, can I have, I gotta get my phone, but I don't want to get up. So, no, it's okay. It's okay.
You got to see this.
Okay, well, yes, I would like my phone. Thank you.
You got to see it.
Oh, man. But, joke of the week, Mel, go ahead before I get my phone.
Okay. Hold on.
Thank you. I do not have no message friend.
Hold on. It's on Twitter.
Okay. I'm looking. I be forgetting sometimes that people listen on Spotify and Apple Music, and then we be having this dead space while we looking at our phones. My bad.
Sorry.
Friend. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Beat mama. Beat mama.
Ew.
Yeah.
You know what? For research purposes,
I have not explored that person's page.
I'm just gonna keep this for science purposes. Do your joke of the week.
So my joke of the week, and I forgot about this for the last episode, but this was perfect joke of the week material. That boy and I almost got into a racial brawl during
racial brawl. That's the topic. Racial brawl
during Black History Month. Last week I had a show. Brandon Denise like, oh man, I'm doing a show. Like, can you come host? You know, pull up. I'm like, hell yeah. It was Valentine's Day weekend, and I wanted some Longhorn so fucking bad. I'm just like, I need that chicken in my mouth. Pause. But like, I need it. So we was over in Toco Hills because I wanted to get, for Valentine's Day, I got the bigger barrel T3 iron. That's what I wanted.
Okay.
And they didn't have it at the Ulta that we went to originally. So I was like, okay, well, we can go to Toco Hills because it's a Longhorn over there.
Mm-hmm. And at Brewster's.
And I'm thinking Longhorn minded. So I'm like, okay, let's go to Longhorn first, then go pick up what you call, because they don't close till later.
Mm-hmm.
We put us in Longhorn closed.
Closed indefinitely?
It was just closed for the day. I don't know what they had going on, but they were just closed. I'm like, okay, ain't nobody here. Perfect. Oh, it's closed.
That's weird.
So we go across the street, go to the Ulta. That's how we end up at Chili's. And Chili's was still delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then, cool. The next day I had my show. So I was like, we're getting this goddamn Longhorn.
Because that's what I want.
That's what I want. Because after the show started at 6:30, so it was early. We went to Camp Creek, to the Longhorn. Obviously, Longhorn is booming. It is packed.
Anything on Camp Creek gonna be slapping.
Especially Longhorn on
Yeah.
a Sunday. And the All-Star game was on. So we go and because what we did at Chili's was we kind of just stuck around at the bar until somebody got up, sat down. So we're like, let's do this, running back. Let's just stick around. And it was like a white couple, white man, white woman at the table. And she was like Latina or something, but white. And it was like a lady sitting back, like, you know how it's like a lower part of the bar?
Mm-hmm.
It was like a
wheelchair part.
Yeah, it was like a white lady sitting there, and she got up because it was two guys, and they were two of the girls, and I was like, oh, perfect, we're best friends already. I love y'all already. So they were sitting there, and that was important to show how our interaction was going. Because so we immediately became friends, because they were like, oh, we just sitting right here, y'all can wait for them to get up. I was like, okay, cool, thanks, friend. Because I'm immediately going to be friends with
a girl,
with some black gay men.
Yes.
Those are immediately, we're locked in. So he's sitting there with the lady. So we're like, okay, we're just gonna wait for them to get up. They closing up. He's asking for more liquor, and the bartender's like, no. He apparently had been there since 3:00. He's been there for like 2 or 3 bar shifts, and he's like, I'm shutting you off because you've been here since 3. It's 8:39 now, and he's like, what? That's crazy. Like, why are you shutting me off? You just got here, blah, blah, blah. He's like, well, the person who was before me told me that you've been here all day, and I'm not giving you any more liquor.
Right. That's a long bar tab. Longhorn drinks ain't cheap.
Right. So he is getting mad. He's like, this is crazy, blah, blah, blah. So he started looking at us, and he's like, this is crazy, right? You know, they like recruiting people around to join the outrage. And me and Dwayne were like, bro, we're watching the game. Leave us out of it. He's like, this is crazy that you were cutting me off, blah, blah, blah. So this is racist.
Whew.
When he said racist, me and Dwayne bust out laughing. Like, we didn't agree that we were going to laugh. We just both immediately laughed. So he whips that head around. Like, are these niggas laughing at me?
Not hard.
So as he's going around, me and baby right here look at each other like, child. Like, we give each other that look. So we're laughing already, sniggling, giggling on the side. So, but we did the big laugh when he called it racist. So now he's arguing with us. Well, mostly he never acknowledged me, which is also think is funny. Because that's like, you know how the man didn't shake Kamala's hand?
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. He didn't acknowledge
me. It was like, I'll address this black man, but negress, not
you.
Not you. Not you.
So he's like, oh, yeah, I get it. It sucks, man. Yeah, the country sucks now. It's hard to be you guys, right? Yeah, it's so unfair. And I'm just sitting here like, So Dwayne has his White Sox hat on because it matches his outfit, not because he's from Chicago. He's like, oh, you're from Chicago? Yeah, that's so fucking dangerous, man. You fucking scumbag. All this scumbag. Because, like, I know what you want to say, bitch ass nigga. So Dwayne's like, bro, I'm from Detroit. Like, this is just my hat. So he's going back, oh, Detroit's even worse. Fucking scumbag. Fuck you guys, man. Fuck you. He gets out of his chair. Like, he pushes out of the chair. He stands up. So now everybody's like,
you really about to do it?
Right. So get on it like that. Like, we like, oh. So we getting rowdy. And Dwayne's like, bro, sit down, bro. Like, I've never seen Dwayne fight. He says he can fight. I've never been with a man in general, no matter the size, that has fought publicly. Like, and I've never fought publicly. I've never gotten to the point. But like, also, like, I kind of like stood in front of him, like, period. Again, I don't know what's gonna happen. If anything happens, I don't know what's gonna happen. But you not finna play in my face. Like, I've always been like, am I a fighter? No.
I think you'd figure it out.
I'd figure it out.
Yeah.
I have enough body weight to shift and move fast if I had to. But also, you not finna play with him. You're not finna play with me. If my mama was there, you're not finna play with her.
And
you know,
this
like,
is Longhorn. Like, let's relax.
It is also Longhorn. And Dwayne he takes his cardies off and puts them in my purse. I have my mace. I take my mace out of my purse. I arm myself with the mace, like, in case, like, what you want to do. And then at this point, he's getting so loud. So the bar manager comes out, like, bro, you gotta go. Like, they trying to check him out so he can get the fuck on. The hostess comes over, like, sir, like, you're being loud. He's like, I'm being loud. Black people are loud all the time.
That is where I would have laughed. Because
the whole bar, when I tell you, like, we're in the corner of the bar, like, right near. So, like, over here, people are waiting to sit down. They're turning around. The bar, high top tables, everybody's turning around. I was like, and we were like, oh, that's what you want to say. That, oh, shit, I got a weird pen right here. That's what you want. Okay. Say what you want to say then. And I think he assessed the situation and realized that he was at the Longhorn on Camp Creek. You're gonna get beat the fuck up.
That's
son.
why I say white people's liquid courage is so crazy, because I'm not starting nothing. I'm not, and I belong there. I'm not starting nothing with nobody at nowhere on Camp Creek. Nothing.
Nowhere.
When I be on the south side, hello, yes, hi, how are you?
Hello, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
No, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I just want a little steak, a little whiskey, and I'm going about my business.
I would like the Parmesan crusted chicken, and I want no problems.
No problem.
So he eventually gets escorted out, And it was so funny because the lady he was with, so apparently he's a pilot and she's a flight attendant. They're not like together, but they were like eating together. And
they were probably also cheating together because that's what pilots do. That was probably somebody's husband.
That gag that.
Yeah.
And she ends up leaving her leftovers and her keys. And so I sit down because I'm sitting down where she sat. Because he realized that we wanted to take their seats. So we're like, by all means, please get kicked out so we can sit down so we can eat. I don't really care. She had her keys. And I was like, interesting.
Would you look at this?
And I'm so mad because I tried to throw them away.
Oh, you're
and
so
I missed.
petty.
I missed. And the manager was like, you crazy for that. I can't just throw the lady keys away. He did throw her food away though. And she came back in like, where's my keys and where's my food? And we were all like, But he threw her food away. She's like, well, can I make some new one? He's like, yeah, I'll make you a new one. And I was like, he pussy for making some new food.
I wouldn't have made shit.
He took so long with that food and she was getting so mad. I was like, I see why he did that. Because honestly, instead of saying no, making you think I'm about to make you this food and you waiting forever. Sweet. She was so mad. I was like, okay. Because she came in like, she was Latina. She's like, oh, I'm so, like, oh my God, like my food is not ready. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, Rosie Perez mad as fuck, ain't she? And we all bust out laughing. So that's my joke of the week. And I was just like, if this happens and I have to fight this white couple, I'm gonna have to fight this white couple.
I know this is gonna sound insane. And you know my track record with men. I wouldn't mind fighting another couple.
Well, you said this several times.
And I mean that. That would be like foreplay for me. Like, let's fuck these people up. Like,
Yes.
of course, not like provoking another couple, like to fight them. But in the event that I'm out with my nigga and another couple is like getting spicy, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have a great time.
We can go spice for spice. But she was really just trying to calm him down because she was getting so embarrassed. And it's like, you should be.
White men are embarrassing.
You should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. And then getting cut off at a bar, that's the one thing. And I said this to you. Getting cut off at a bar as a person who drinks. I don't even get cut off on my birthday. Getting cut off means you are in there showing your natural white ass.
And we are at Longhorn.
That's
what the
crazy.
dude says. Like, this is not a bar. Like, this is a bar, but this is not a bar. You know what I'm saying? This is
Right.
the bar. This is not a bar.
And do your I did shenanigans on my birthday, and guess when I did my shenanigans? When I left. When I left.
Do your shenanigans on the street.
I did my shenanigans on the street like a lady. You don't be in them people's bar acting crazy.
At this family restaurant, the dude was like, if you want to go to a bar, go to U-Bar across the street. And I bet you wouldn't try that shit at U-Bar. I said they would have that man hanging from that mechanical bull in the middle.
I swear to God, when U-Bar was really popping when I was younger, man, they had a bouncer outside that bitch that looked like two Samoans stacked on top of each other. I had never seen no shit like that in my life.
U-Bar,
I'd
have had me some nights down to the U-Bar.
I was more of an Edgewood girly. I was more of
I was
that.
always more of an
I was
Edgewood
more
girl.
of that area, but I had friends who lived on the south side.
You know what I like? Peter Street.
Oh, Peter Street. For some reason,
When
the niggas used to
Spin,
hang out on Peter Street. Used to be so
255
fine.
Blue Cantina.
Yep.
That whole stretch.
I miss Spin.
Spin was a good time.
I would trade it all to be back in Spin right now.
Like that 2017, 18 outside era.
Oh my God.
Like these, y'all, it's like
the city's not adventurous anymore. Like
it's not adventurous. It's not fun. All you have is like lounges, the grass walls, and maybe like there's no like lounge, club, restaurant.
Like no trifecta where it's like I will say when I went to Blue, that was a good time. But because it was, I guess, fight night, that was that Tyson and that racist white boy fight, they was charging $600 for you to even be able to sit down at the table. Like you have to do a $600 minimum at the table. What part of the game is this?
There's no separation of church and state. Like there's no, this is a club, this is a lounge, this is a restaurant. Yep. Now everything's all three.
It's all conflated. Yep.
And it's annoying. Or like even like a little bar. Like even, okay, I'm going to, what's the Edgewood shits? Video game or whatever the fuck it was called, or like you got mothers, or even Cafe Circa in its prime.
Cafe Circa, when I say
R&B dinner party,
when I used to, that was my kissing in the mouth spot. I used to kiss in the mouth so hard at Cafe Circa.
Cafe Circa.
Cafe Circa. And it's so crazy because one weekend I might be kissing in the mouth downstairs, and then next weekend I might be kissing in the mouth upstairs. You never fucking know. I would be, because like back in, before, COVID, kissing in the mouth was innocent. It's just like a little handshake, but for the club.
Do you know who you talking to?
Miss Kiss in the Mouth Central.
I am the queen. My favorite kiss in the mouth. It was my last party before I graduated college. And them redacteds had them a juice party down that street.
Well, yes, go on.
And it what?
No, go ahead.
And one of them redacteds from across the tracks That said too much.
Yes, that's why I was like, stop, but go on.
I redacted enough. Me and that redacted kissed in the mouth. I don't know who saw. It was nobody in that party but me and him. It was literally out of a movie. That was what life was about. You supposed to kiss in the mouth with the redactors at the goddamn parties.
But now that I'm grown and like if I'm out with like a man I like, it feels the same. Kissing in the mouth, kissing in the mouth like at like a nice lounge where they might have a section or two, but it's not too much. While you outside at this big grown age, it's like, because we're going home to a mattress that has a bed frame. And we are going home to blankets, and we're going home
somewhere warm
to sparkling water and liquid IVs.
Yeah.
We're going to nurse each other back to health as soon as we get home.
I was going to say me and that boy don't do that. We haven't done it recently because we don't really be out like that, especially not here since we live together. But like them twerking tequilas and turking tequila adjacent. That one, she had a nighttime one for Thanksgiving. We cut up so bad at that party. Oh no, it was one party. There was a comedy show that we had. You know, Detroit people have like vendors and shit for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a weed vendor that was putting weed in the drinks. It was like weed drops to put in your liquor. We barely made it into the house. Like, you know, Detroit got the detached garage. I know you know because you've been to his home, but I'm saying it for the audience. It was a detached garage. We hunched in the garage.
That's crazy. Fun. That sounds fun, but it sounds crazy.
We could not make it even into the house. And when we did get in the house, we hunched in the door frame.
You know, you little Muppets know y'all be going.
Did you just call us Muppets? Did you? Bitch, I'm Elmo to you, ho. We Barbie dolls
just smacking your smooth spaces together.
We were so fucked up. And I remember waking up like, what the fuck happened last night?
You know, if the Lord allows for me to have sex before I'm 75 years old, that's just chef's kiss, what I need right there.
Oh,
but we're supposed to be, are we doing a topic? We ready? We ready to get
okay.
a topic?
Oh, booty
hole.
hole.
Did I do a joke? Yes, I
so
did.
it's gonna segue. So the booty hole. If you were an artist, you had different eras, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What would be like your eras and what would be people's favorite era of yours?
Okay. So my first era would be me getting out of the house, me jumping off the porch and going to college. I don't know what it would be called. Are we supposed to have titles? 10
minutes left. Okay.
Are we supposed to have titles?
Sure, if you want to.
Well, I can't come up with any titles.
Right.
But that would be my first era. It would be like a pop album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm outside and I hate my dad, so I'm hunching all the boys. And I'm kind of still going to school and going to class, so I learn things. But I'm outside. That would be my first era, where it's just like bus, another club, plane. Like, that was my outside era. I was going to beach parties with nothing but a backpack with a thong in it. That was my life at that time. Mm-hmm. Then my like sad kind of like I guess R&B album would be next, from when I left Alabama to come to Georgia. I had no money. I was down on my luck. I had no car. I was taking the train everywhere. I had to move back in with my mama. It was a whole thing. I don't even know how I got in Georgia State. I think my grandma applied for me and I just got sent an acceptance letter, because I never did that. I never applied to Georgia State, never had a plan to go. So that was like a sad, dark time that I had to pull myself up out of. My third album would probably be my like 2015 to 2019 era, where it's like outside but more grown. Where it's like, I'm not just a little girl anymore. Like, you know how Britney did her I'm a woman now. I'm not a girl, but not yet a woman. So that would be my era there. My like Edgewood, like we said, Peter Street era, all of that. And then COVID would be a rock album. Because I was losing my mind. I was going insane. I was fucking the craziest nigga known to man.
Yeah, to date.
The craziest nigga I think I ever met in my entire life. And yeah, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna date the worst nigga on the planet. So I would do an album about that. And then we gotta go back and include Patrick in that 2019 shit. Oh my God. So I gotta have a couple my man songs.
Oh, you got to have
a couple.
Must not have been paying attention.
Very I love me some him type shit. And then this era would be like my rebirth album. It would be my emancipation of me. Very them chickens is ash and I'm lotion of me. So yes, those would be my eras.
Okay. So this is a great question. I love my brain. So for me, my eras would be like, it's giving like teeny bopper. I'm thinking like a Tiffany Evans. So I would have a cute little fun boppy album for like when I first moved here, like a little, I like the boys in the hallway, and I like this boy and that boy, and we are so cute and we go together. And then it's gonna get dark around like into high school once my dad dies, but I'm like still coming into my own self. So I'm thinking like a little Adele. Should I give up or should I just keep? I'm always
I love
changing
that song.
genre bending, but also at the same time I'm coming to my own self at that time. So like I'm still a bad bitch though. I wanna be somebody. Boom, boom, boom. And
So like your Elle Woods buying the computer, you know,
in the
in
bunny
bookstore
outfit.
in the bunny outfit. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, like I'm still like, okay, this is who I am. I'm getting into that. And I also might
go in for the knockout. Can I won't stop till I'm on top.
I'm like, oh, the pink song.
Yes.
So yes. And then like maybe like from my college era, I think that first album is going to include freshman year a little bit in that because that literally was the next year, and then me coming into my own. And then once like, and then I think I would do more of like a fuck you kind of Rihanna unapologetic era for like once around the time that I crossed and all the people had me fucked up and I lost my race and I was mad at the world, all of this shit. But like, fuck y'all, I'm getting my pussy A.
Oh.
I don't care about you hoes.
I would need a
Boom,
feature
boom,
on that.
boom.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would need a feature.
That's
on
around like
Yeah.
2013, 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then post grad is when I got in that relationship. So I can start doing my own, like, you know, I'm hoping that this ain't too hard to believe. Here I Stand by Usher.
Oh, okay.
Baby, you're the so I can kind of get like a mature, it was a very mature era for me. I'm growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing stuff. I'm driving. I got my own job.
Getting fitted for your first pair of Mary J. Blige's, you know?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm grown now. Then 2017 is when I would go back into my darker era, darker R&B, more kind of sad. I'm poor. I ain't got no job, blah, blah, blah. That's going to last till 2019, 2020. Air mattress era.
Oh, hate it.
Condoms fucking with niggas out in the streets era. That's when it's going to get dark. Like that breakup era, it's going to get kind of dark. I'm going to get back upbeat 2020, start making money, get in a relationship, start blowing up. So I'm getting more like bad bitch, bow down kind of shit. And then more, you know, love shit. My man at that time. So I'm going to have my Monica. I got love all over me.
Right.
And then my Lemonade.
Right.
Then my Lemonade going to hit about 2022.
Right.
And I'm not going to make the album until I'm kind of out of it. And then when I get back to this grown lady, I got my shit together now. I figured it out. Did what I needed to do. Had me some fun. Maybe have, you know, some features on there.
Like a little mixtape.
Like a little mixtape.
Something cute.
All my different eras in one. And now I made it to 30.
Okay. Period.
Okay, here's the topic. We're not going to have a long time to do it because we running out of time.
Yes. Boom.
Best Beyonce album. Bullet points of why the best and why you'll beat somebody ass about it.
Okay. So before I say what I'm gonna say, I want to differentiate between best and favorite because in my mind,
well, favorite / best.
Okay.
I was
getting there. Yes, I want to differentiate between best and favorite. The best Beyonce project has been Renaissance.
Okay.
To me, because it broke so many different barriers. It was nothing like what you expected she was going to do. The vocal acrobatics on it alone, like even just listening, I was finna say Panic at the Disco, but listening to Plastic Off the Sofa, she got so deep in her vocal agility bag that like it made me a better singer. Like I would listen I would listen to Renaissance nearly every day. And all those runs that she did on Plastic Off the Sofa and also the runs that she did at the end of Virgo's Groove, I literally had to sit like a student and try to master those. Like, and I would have to like go watch videos where they played it out on the piano to show how difficult it was. So I just think that was a great project. I think it was a happy project. It was like no shade, but it was nice to have a real like pretty much absence of Jay-Z. It was nice it was so nice that just it was happy with, and there was no Jay-Z. not that I no problems, but like I just want to hear Beyonce. Like you
Yeah.
sit in the corner and read to them children while she makes them albums, and I feel like
I know you're still here somewhere.
right, somewhere, but just please
You're not
stay
in the
out of the
front.
booth.
Yeah.
And she slid her whole pussy across that fucking album, and I love that so much. And it's so sexy. It's just Virgo's Groove might be the best song that I've ever heard in my life. It is one of my favorite songs, and all of my favorite songs are 80s and 90s R&B. So for that to be on my list of favorites is crazy. I also will defend it because people tried to act like they didn't get it at first when she released Break My Soul. It wasn't, people like to rewrite history that was such a well-received song. It wasn't. It was a lot of, I don't get it, or I don't like this sound, or especially like people being negative saying she was pandering to the gay community. And bitch, the gay community could use some fucking pandering, even if she was, But people acted like, people now who I remember when you tweeted that you didn't get it or that you didn't like it. So I think that is an excellent project. A lot of people will probably say Cowboy Carter. I think Cowboy Carter is a different thing in of itself, but the best to me would be Renaissance. Now, my favorite, which I will defend down, and I know that I believe it's her least awarded project. Me and B-Day.
I'm about to say, you're going to say B-Day, ain't you?
Me and B-Day made and sustained me as a woman. That album, first of all, she came on that motherfucker loud as hell. That was
screaming this album.
And I think that was
because she was hanging around with Jennifer Hudson a lot.
She was hanging around with Jennifer Hudson, and I also think that was her way of, I'm not a little girl anymore. She was singing about even going back to what age she was. When I was that age, I wasn't even thinking that maturely. Like, she's singing about a nigga not living in her house, not wanting her, and that she gonna pack her pussy up and go home.
I think it's time to go.
He don't want no more.
Let's go, little kitty.
That frame of mind with me has stuck with me in my own relationship. As soon as you get to acting like you don't want me or you don't want to fuck me, I'll pack my pussy up and head down the road. Don't matter to me.
Let's go.
Ring the Alarm. Ring the Alarm was the first. Ring the Alarm walked so so Lemonade could run.
Yes.
That is
I'm a mad ass bitch.
That is Don't Hurt Yourselves, big sister. The fact that she came, I remember the lyrics so clearly because we had never heard Beyonce speak of, or what we assume she's speaking of, Jay-Z negatively. The lyric was like, tell me how should I feel when I know what I know, with my female intuition telling me you
a dog.
I didn't know if she said joke or dog when I heard it, but either way, she got on this track and either called Jay-Z a joke or a dog. That meant something to me. And then
You So African and Bold.
it's not African and bold. I thought it was African and bold until I went and looked up the lyrics. I went on azlyrics.com and looked up
I just feel
the
like
lyrics.
African and Bold is like better. The same way, baby boy, let's come singling.
That's not the lyric, and the lyric is better.
Let's conceive an angel. Who thinks about that?
Right here.
No one says that.
When I be in love with a nigga, I be like, you know what you can do is give me a baby.
No, yes. I'm not saying conceive an angel though. No, those words have.
Conceive an angel.
Let's come singling.
Fine. And then there are some other songs on B-Day. Like Signs was so. First of all, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott is gonna write a motherfucking song. Missy's
Signs was
pen,
on B-Day?
No, that's Dangerously in Love.
I'm about to say,
bad.
Signs was on B-Day.
Sorry, not Signs. What am I thinking of? Hold on, let me pull it up. But Signs is such a good song, just outside of what we're talking about here. I done conflated my albums. Hold on. But you can go while I'm looking at this
I
album.
can't believe you.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted. B-Day. Then she did a deluxe album. And then the fact that every song on the album had a visual, pretty much.
No, when all those videos dropped, Green Light, Freakum Dress, Kitty Cat, all back to back, me and MTV Jams were going together like this. So,
and then Sugar Mama, I think, is underappreciated. Even though I would never righteously sing about paying bills for a man, I get it. I get the song.
Upgrade You.
I feel like that is a good little pick me bop. I love it.
Oh, absolutely.
I love it. She was also deep in her pick me bag at this point.
But Beyonce has a pick me bag that she
never gets out of. Yeah,
do-si-do in and out of, and it's kind of like.
But if that nigga gonna keep picking her, I guess he
gonna keep picking her. But also just like that's kind of the vibe. Like a lot of R&B is. A lot of female R&B is male centered because that's kind of the point.
And she does pick me very well. Like it be a bop. It
be a bop. Like, it's not no ain't no feminist R&B bops for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you can't get on, like, it's, and when the attempts have been made, and it's usually by white people, it don't sound good.
It's like I'm singing to a nigga because I'm singing to a nigga. Like, it's gonna be pick me
Me
adjacent.
wanting to sing to or about a nigga, first of all, I've already lost.
You've already lost. That's
I've
what I'm
already
saying.
lost.
You're singing to her about a nigga. It's already in the territory, so you may as well just vibe.
I had never heard nobody be so gone as much as Beyonce was gone on Deja Vu. That bitch was losing it.
When Beyonce performed that song on my 12th birthday at the BET Awards, I was like, she done lost her goddamn mind.
She
was
got
real
the
thin from
gyrating
playing
on
Dina. She all on the floor and shit. I said, get up.
But you know what? She did it. I had never seen anybody perform like that in my life. It was a pivotal moment for me.
Literally, that's when, but I think Dangerous in Love was her proving that, like, hey, I can go solo. The second album was like, I'm Beyonce.
And I'm here.
I am Beyonce. Stop fucking playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my pick for Beyonce's best or favorite, I would say, damn, because I don't know. Like, the way you say her best album, I don't disagree with Renaissance. I would also put Lemonade into the chat because I think that's when Beyonce proved I don't give a fuck about charts, numbers, none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm creating a work of art.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I
that's
don't
what
have to chart.
I'm making a statement. This is what the statement is. This is what I'm going through. I'm telling a story. I'm creating art. This is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when Beyonce really, like, she broke the internet with Beyonce, and Beyonce was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Lemonade was, she was like when you know when Thanos was done killing everybody, he sat on that porch.
Mm-hmm.
Lemonade was Beyonce sitting on that porch.
Yep.
And presiding over her garden. That's why I really love Lemonade and that. But my favorite Beyonce album is 4.
That makes perfect sense.
For who I am.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
It's 4. That is the Beyonce album I spent the most time with individually. Like, a lot of music I was consuming by the adults in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm listening to the Beyonce album, but I'm in this car with my sister. I'm
Mm-hmm.
listening to the Beyonce album because, well, I'm hanging out with Monique or and I'm in the car with Melissa. Like, these are my sisters. I'm listening by proxy of them. This is the first album I bought with my own money.
Mm-hmm.
I uploaded myself. I listened to and took in on my own.
I understand that.
It was going into freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
So this is when Party was out.
Yep.
And then you have the songs like Rather Die Young. You have I Care. I Know. It's like, and I would take what I could from things in my 16, 17, 18-year-old experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you turned out to be the best thing I never had. Am I talking
That
about a nigga
song-
getting married? But it's just like, it could apply to this nigga in high school. You the best thing I never had. I'm so glad me and my high
That
school
song went
relationship-
diamond in my house.
Diamond.
Diamond.
You turned out to be. I'm singing in my little life experience I did have, but it hit. Or what's the other song she had on there? I Care. I know you don't care too much, but I still care.
Yeah. And then that's I Care is where and not like don't take it too seriously, but that's where I became concerned for Beyonce's feelings. Some stuff on 4, I was like,
I'm gonna touch your hand.
you okay?
But again, this is when she was going through the worst of it.
Yeah.
This is when she was going through the absolute worst of it. And then I was thinking about will you be the death of me?
Rather Die Young.
Like, yeah. You
Oh,
good?
But the thing when the R&B girls be so in love, because I be in love, you know what I'm saying? But like, I ain't never.
Yeah, that's when you knew Beyonce, like, is grown lady. Okay, she's
In love.
Love on Top. You think about what else is on there? I Was Here.
Oh, they ate me up when I said Love on Top was a horror song. It is. It is. I'm sorry. And I think it's a bop. But what you mean, finally, you've been with this man for 800 years. Finally, you put your love on top.
But again, men.
And that's the thing with Lemonade. When I don't revisit Lemonade, what am I doing with my toes? I don't revisit Lemonade because it makes me mad. So it doesn't really have like it has playback value because it's Lemonade, obviously. But I don't reach for Lemonade often.
My favorite, I cannot listen to it in its entirety because it's going to take me to a place. But Love Drought is her single best song to me, for me. And what it does for me emotionally, I don't know if any song moves me the way that song does.
Love Drought has the opposite effect on me. It makes me very sad. It makes me so sad.
It makes me sad.
Oh, you're saying it makes you sad. Okay. I was thinking you were talking about All Night. My bad.
Oh, no. Love Drought. And it's like you can feel the emotion in the production choices.
To be able to get on the track and say 10 times out of 9, I know you lying. That's an awful thing to like come to terms with about your partner, is that somebody's sitting up in your house lying to you.
Like
a liar. There's a liar in my couch. A liar fucks me. Like, that's what I think about listening to Lemonade. It's
And
like
10 times out of 9, I know you're trying, so I'm trying to be fair and pretending that you care and be aware. Whatever she said, like everything she said in that song, when I tell you gut wrenching, tell me what? No, when she says, tell me what did I do wrong? Oh, I already asked that. My bad.
Woo!
Fuck.
That's
a fucking song.
That's a fucking song. And even with listening to Lemonade, I'm like, when Lemonade, because I remember Self-Titled came out my birthday week. That came out my birthday week. It was
finals week.
It was a huge thing. And I was just like, this is the best thing I ever heard in my life. Because she was being slutty. This is the first time we knew that she
Beyonce
was
being a hoe on that album. I loved
on
it.
that album. And I was like, this is what, because and I never had a criticism of Beyonce, but I'm like, Beyonce doesn't make music for the sluts. She just doesn't.
That was Kelly's job.
That was Kelly. She was the nasty one. Man, she came out with Partition. And I was just like, what you mean?
Beyonce on her
knees. I said, I'll be sucking dick too, Beyonce. Shit.
And when Beyonce was making like, we were drunk in love. Okay, dang.
I'll take a nigga through the mattress to Drunk in Love tonight.
Drunk in Love was such a moment. I think Drunk in Love was like a snowball effect to me starting to have sex. It was. We made a stroll to Drunk in Love, and the niggas would line up to be, because it was a point in the stroll where we would point at niggas in the crowd. And niggas would be like, I need to be in play for this hoe to point at me.
And just, I have one thing to say. Future, Nevadius, start writing songs for the bitches again.
I think
please.
Future would have been so great if he had been like Babyface. Like if he was just like the R&B girl's boy. And he dove, like once after the Sierra breakup, he dove so deep into like the misogyny bag. But like, you need to be in the R&B studio.
I listened to, go ahead.
I'm just thinking like Never End.
I listened to Never End the other day, and then I was listening to Love Song with him and Rihanna.
Body Party.
Don't you do nothing else.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. When Body Party dropped, you gotta show to that too.
And I was like, when I saw Body Party and when I heard Body Party
that
and I saw that video, I said, they fuck. Them people be
I miss
fucking.
when videos drove the song deeper.
Forward, yeah.
I think that's what, like, On My Mama did something that we hadn't had in a long time, was like, you like the song, this is cute, but the video made you love it more.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce does that with her performances, but everybody not Beyonce. Like, it was some songs on Renaissance I didn't really care. Like Move, I didn't really care for Move.
That's one of my favorite songs off the album.
But once I saw it on stage, this is how I move.
My favorite thing about Move is the freedom in the song that what I liked about Renaissance is like, I think she was making a point that like, she's her own person. Because even the part where she's like, find me, I don't need to.
Yeah, that's your favorite part.
Him. That's my favorite part because I've been a person and still am sometimes. It's like, gotta call my man, gotta check in with him, gotta see what he doing. I gotta let him know what I'm doing. Da, da, da. So for a person we know to be a my man ass woman, to be like, I don't need no phone. Yeah, you know me, I'm vibing. That's such growth for her. So I really enjoy that song. And then anything with Grace Jones on it, I'm showing up. So, and then also that's my vibe too. Move out the way.
Move out the way.
Literally, I'm with my girls and we all need space. Please get the fuck out of the way.
But like, I just think of where I was. This was like right after our group had got leaked. So I was in like a fuck it state of life. And then like Drunk in Love dropped Rocket. Like Rocket became like, you know how Motivation was like Grind on That Nigga part of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket became the Grind on That Nigga end of the night song for the club. And then we had
Rocket is how boys find out Beyonce is nasty too. I played Rocket.
Niggas love Rocket.
But they don't be what I've learned about men is they don't know Beyonce is nasty. They don't pay attention to it because they just hear Beyonce, and because they is women empowerment, so they're not into it. I listened to Rocket in the car with a boy, and that part where she was like, daddy, daddy, and the nigga in the car with me was like,
what did this bitch just say?
Is this Jay-Z's bitch? Oh yeah, and I'm like, yes, nigga, I've been trying to tell you the whole time.
She's nasty. What else was on that
she
album?
She be damn near orgasm.
Pretty Hurts.
I didn't
Ghost.
like Pretty Hurts.
No, Pretty Hurts was my favorite. I'm thinking of Jealous. Oh, Jealous is my favorite.
I love Jealous.
No. You know what I'm thinking about? No Angel. No Angel.
Let me tell you something. Fuck to No Angel. I'm telling you. Do it. Do it. And you got to do it real witchy style. Light all your candles.
I don't have those materials.
You don't have candles?
I don't have candles. I have like a candle here and a candle there, but I don't have like ritual witch candles.
I didn't ask you to have ritual witch candles. I just said light some candles. Because it is a very like...
I'm gonna be in there fucking choking.
On candles?
Yes, I choke on the. That's why I don't like candles because I choke.
You can
on
buy candles that are scentless and they're just for the light and the vibe.
the smoke chokes me.
God, you're a fucking bubble boy. Oh my God.
All right, man. I remember like, oh, college was so dramatic. Like me explaining like college shit and like politics and SGA politics or like sorority politics to you, you'd be looking like I'm fucking crazy. But I remember
I be trying to connect. I be trying to.
You be trying, but it just be like, what? Like even when I was over there making a video, you're like, this is insane.
The light left my eyes. I had nothing.
Yeah, it's fun though. Like I honestly like I hate it, but I love it. I live for this shit. So I remember this is when Gladys was running for Miss VMU, and it was so much drama because she was in the group chat too. So like people were like, I'm not voting for her because she's a messy ass bitch, blah blah blah. So like we were like, okay. I used to be like her, Olivia Pope. I was like, what we're gonna do is for your pageant performance, I'm gonna remix the Ghost song. Cause remember they was talking shit in the song like, I don't know what she would do, but Beyonce this, Beyonce. Remember that part? So I was like, okay. I had a couple of the freshmen on our team. I was like, you record, you say this, say okay, she messy. I'm not gonna vote for her. Say this, and I'm gonna put it all together, and then we're gonna do a to the Ghost song. And I had it play on the fucking. I made a slideshow,
Not a slideshow,
for the auditorium. This is part of her pageant, and then she sang because she had a Dreamgirls theme, and then she sang, "And I Am Telling You."
but she can sing.
Yeah, she sings for real. And then her voice was cracking because she was crying while she was singing. It was just so emotional.
College was a dramatic time.
It was so dramatic. Like, we were acting like this is life or death.
But I mean, at the time it was, and
It
our
was.
brains weren't developed, so we ain't know nothing else.
We really didn't have no.
But we want to know your favorite and best Beyonce album.
That you would defend too. Because
Yes.
honestly, we were supposed to argue about this, but we kind of all agreed.
You're going to have to probably be there from my cold dead hands.
4 is my girl, but then again, like, you think, I'm like, dang, I know what real listening to in the car. Like, I'm hungry. I'm like hungry.
I'm
Damn.
going to eat the rest of my wrap when we get in the car.
I think I'm gonna go to a Publix, get me a wrap. Okay, well, we're done.
We're done. Follow us on Patreon.
Yes, follow
And
us
on the
Patreon
socials.
and on the socials.
I'm Tally.
I'm Mel.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right. I'm going to pull up this letter so we can read it and respond to it. And then we'll be done.
Okay.